Professor Melly Mill, Bonnie and BJ.
Yes,
We
sir.
back again, man.
Yes, sir.
Man, I want to ask you about Frog, man. What did you grow up with Frog, or what was that?
Oh, wow. So you want to ask me about Froggy?
Yes.
Hey, man, listen, man. I'm going to give this to you, Melly, because it's you, Mr. Postman. I know you fair, you righteous, you respectable. But first and foremost, you don't do the bullshit. You ain't gonna rock with nothing that's fake and bullshit, bro. You a person that know how to pick and choose and know what sides to stand on when it comes down to what's right and what's wrong, man.
I appreciate that.
Let me break this shit down to you, man, and to TV land, especially to a lot of your supporters and your listeners who follow you because they listen to that cat's channel as well. Man, taking us back to history, man, you guys, and I'm gonna try to make this quick. I'm gonna get in and out on this dude because I really don't even want to speak on this nigga name. I don't even want to talk about this nigga. Straight up. First and foremost, man, once upon a time, to me, that was considered one of my big homies. But he wasn't a big homie that I never fucked with. I never ever fucked with dude coming up in the projects. Yeah, he grew up in the projects. Yeah, we grew up in the projects together. That's the cold, crazy part about it. Like, he get on here and did all that bullshit on his internet. Well, nigga, you know me. You, first of all, you know you can't whoop my ass. You ain't gonna whoop my ass, and you can't fucking whoop me, nigga. You not gonna whoop my ass, knock me out. If I would've came to San Quentin, you wasn't finna do shit to me. We wasn't gonna do nothing to me, none of that shit, nigga, because none of that shit that you talked about exists. Now, if it existed, it's chances are you could have probably got down and got at me, and we and all the rest of the real homies, because I violated, nigga, and I would expect it, like I said it before, to come from my generation, and the first as well, because I supposed to be violated and told on all my homies that got on the stand on my niggas or made statements. Nigga, sit your ass down with that shit, man. This shit all started with this right here, Melly. I didn't grow up with this dude. I grew around him. I used to come out my door, see that nigga walking down the street with his trench coat on, with other big homies, same as my other big homies. But he just wasn't one of them big homies that inspired me completely. Once upon a time, I looked up at him. I respected him and I looked up to him. So that was what inspiration that I did have for him. That was my respect, and I looked up to him as a big homie. Oh, that's Bonnie and Frog. Boom. But all that extra shit that he been on this internet and delivering and all, he was the grand reaper of the hood, and he did this. They call me every year. I kill the snitches of the pride. Nigga, please. And we ain't never had a nigga like that. First of all, nigga, we had a bunch of niggas like that in them Nixon guards. Not no one nigga, including myself. So we never looked at him like that. See, just like right, when you ask me about my big homies and the type of dudes that inspire me, that's why I give you them names, bro, because them names was thorough to me. And I can go around them. I can walk up to any one of them, hug them, give them the dat sign, and hug them and sit there and chat it up with them, or tell a big homie, I need to holler at you, man, and get some game from them, or they going to give me some inspiration or inspire me or tell me something, man, or how to do this. He just wasn't one of them type to us. And when I say us, I mean in our second generation. He did certain things. He was a bully to young niggas. He wouldn't bully the niggas his age and the big homies. He was a bully. So that's another reason why we didn't like the nigga. So all of us who know how to fight, like myself, the Rat Dogs, the Lopes, the Renzies, and the list goes on, he couldn't bully us. He couldn't come play that shit with us, put a pistol on us and bully us, none of that. So he built a reputation in the projects within himself for his motherfucking self to be disliked. Just like, nigga, I'm loved, disliked, feared, hated in my own hood too, nigga. But he built a name and a rapport for worse than for himself, where niggas just didn't like that dude. Because we knew he was grimy and cutthroat. And he showed it and proved it right on his internet by doing the shit that he did and try to do to me. Talk about my big homies that's dead and deceased, and knowing you couldn't walk in them men's face and tell them none of this shit, bro. You couldn't disrespect none of them brothers that you put out there on this internet. See, so all this shit was just wrong, man. So that's what led up to my total, I'll never respect this nigga again in my life. And I can't believe I gave this nigga some respect. This nigga's a coward then, man. Because I got on the phone like the young homie I supposed to be and the young homie I am, nigga, a real one. And I got straight on the phone and I called my homeboy Bunny on the Goo through protocol like I supposed to, because I knew they connected. And I said, big homie, I said, get that nigga on the phone, boy, give me his number. He said, no, hold on, homie. He called him and put us on the three-way. And I asked that nigga, do I gotta come to San Bernardino, nigga, and get down with you, nigga? What's happening? Blood? Oh, nigga, I ain't fighting your buff ass. I ain't fighting them, nigga. What, you want to resort to the other thing? Oh, brother, listen, brother. If I gotta go with a gun, brother, hey, go back to prison. Nigga, you can't go back to prison. How about that? See, I didn't want to come on this internet. I never tried to air this dude out. I never played the pity pack, make videos because he had an agenda. Whoever hooked his page up and whoever doing this little technical shit, because his dumb ass don't know how to do it, this is where his agenda came from. He said, oh, you know what? My young homie is hot. He always had a name, and he's a nigga with a real name, so he piggybacked off me, man, to build his goddamn station. And the most sorry niggas down there from New York, the ones that's against me, all they did was piggyback right along with him and follow him like this old fake-ass top media TV punk nigga, whatever he is, African, Nigerian, whatever this buster is. Niggas don't even know you or ain't never even seen you in their life, but they just jump on the bandwagon. So I've been through this shit all my life where other enemies that jump in with something that that nigga after me too, he mad at me. So here come another nigga, he want to be a part of it. I've been through that shit all my life, in the project and out the project, nigga. So it's not nothing new. So again, just getting to this dude and getting right off of him, man. I never had no problem with this dude, ever in my life. He ain't never disrespected me. He, in the 80s, like he claimed all the shit that's supposed to happen with the HK case, nigga, the whole projects have followed our court, the whole court time, Melly, the whole entire Nixon Gordon followed our case. Our whole project.
How many people were on that case?
It was total 19 of us who was on our case. Another 14 it was 45 of us on a list already. The list originally was made by Byron Decker, who was the first person that got picked up. And Byron Decker was the young nigga who my little homie Tony ran to his house when he got shot and fell out on his porch and died. So the detectives came, picked up Cody, which is Byron Decker. When they picked Cody up, Cody became our first confidential witness against us. And the shit hit the projects immediately. We found out he was confidential. So he never returned. He never came back to his mama house. His mama house got cocktailed that same next day. They got rolled up. So he never ever in his life came back to the projects. But he had already gave this long list to the detectives, which my name was top of the list and Renzi's name was top of the list. And he gave up the big homie Snoop name, and Snoop had shit to do with it. This is one of the primary reasons why we did what we did, to get the big homie, Manpower, and Manpower wasn't supposed to never be on trial or be there at preliminary neither. Manpower was out, the only nigga who was sitting in the jury stand out on bail. That's why you see him in civilian clothes. But these stupid internet got their own little, no, niggas study and know the history of this shit. So the entire projects, and because it was a kangaroo case, they had us in a kangaroo court, fiberglass, the whole nine. So it got so crowded, they wouldn't let a lot of our people in. So they start selectively with letting our parents in, immediate family, things of that nature. So they followed the whole case from arraignment to preliminary, because we didn't make it to trial. We copped out in preliminary and took our deals and made our pleas, as they called it, statements. We made pleas in front of the district attorney and the presence of our fucking lawyers. All 14 of us. Not no Nino CAPPUCCINO. All 14 of us, god damn it. But all of a sudden, my shit they got twisted up on this internet, and this whole nigga go point the finger and try to validate it because these suckers want to follow something, and because he from the same hood, they try to make it like it's official. That nigga word ain't official shit. Nothing.
Well, I'm
hold on, man, because I ain't finished.
Go ahead.
So then, and I didn't want to talk about this shit ever again. But I happened to stumble up on the video that he made 11 months, a whole year ago with you. And that's why I said, wait a minute, man. I did the show with Melly, man, and I was cool. I spoke my piece and how I want to speak it, and I never really went in on that nigga, man.
True.
But that nigga really tried to go in on me and talk bad about me. Something you couldn't pay that nigga. He not a man enough to stand in my face and tell me that and call me any of them names in my face, bro, without no repercussion, no reactions from me, man. Because if he could, nigga, he would have done it already. 38 years ago, nigga. 38 years ago, TV land. Ask yourself. I'm from the second generation. This is supposed to be the first generation. Big homie, killer, all these bodies, fighter, squabbler, nigga, right? Why that nigga that beat me up 38 years ago? Why that nigga that sent a kite to Folsom and had me murked? Why that nigga that sent a kite to CRC or San Quentin when I hit Quentin and all the other prisons and had me murked, nigga? Cause he couldn't. He ain't got that kind of power and stance there. And then besides, nigga, my name and my reputation precedes itself. It's really what it is, nigga. I am the nigga.
Can I ask you a question?
Shoot, man.
Have you ever been a BGF?
Never. I'm a straight uncut bounty hunter, man.
Have you ever been a bloodline?
Never.
Have you been UPN?
Never.
I claim.
Let me rephrase it. Never been a UPN under the structure of the Constitution or the paperwork, but we all started out as UBNs in the county jail in 1983, bro, because of the numbers that we were up against. And myself, Peabody, a few homies from Brims, Elliot Ness from BNG, and a couple of other homies from Swans, you know what I'm saying? We formulated the UBN, United Blood Nation, but it was no paperwork.
Got it.
So it was all neighborhoods. We still claimed our hoods, but when we came to county, it was all one core, United Bloods.
That's interesting because Frog been a BGF.
Come on, man.
He been a bounty hunter, a BGF, a bloodline, and I don't know if he been the other ones. But
see, I didn't even go there. See, that's what I said. I ain't never come on this internet. I said, hey, nigga, this you want to try to really sabotage a real bounty hunter. See, the thing is this, tell the truth. You're jealous of me. I'm what you really want to be. My name way bigger than yours gonna ever be. Even though you first, you before me, I give you all that. But nigga, you didn't do what we did. You didn't put that work in like we did in the second generation and the names that come up out that second generation. Because it wasn't just me, it's a bundle of us. When you speak on my name or you speak on the projects from second generation, you gotta speak on the Rat Dogs, the Lopes, the Renzies, the Stuffies, feel me? The Bandits, the Babies rest in peace. You know what I'm saying? Me? And the list goes on. And this nigga got a problem with that. Jealousy, envy. And so,
well, you know, jealousy hides in support, envy hide in compliments, and love can hide in hate. Just because they saying it don't mean they got it for you. You know what I mean? But in the famous words of DMX, he say, trust people to be who they are. Trust a dog to be a dog. Trust a cat to be a cat. Trust a thief to be a thief. Trust a snitch to be a snitch. But see them well. But know them when you see them.
But then how do you, exactly, and at the same token, that's why I say, how do you come on the internet, you want to portray all these images to these young kids who really don't even know you. So first thing you tell them, they believe and run with it. But hey, nigga, you a dropout. You a fucking dropout. You talk that penitentiary shit and want to give all these people the 1970 and 74 glory stories. That's cool. But nigga, you can't go walk a penitentiary right now today, ever in your life. And you know why. I ain't gonna even go that deep to put you out here on that internet like that, boy. But you already know, nigga. I'm not your problem. You got other problems, nigga. And we through with you, nigga. We done. I done said what I had to say, nigga.
Lock the door. Lock it.
WATTS, nigga. Watts. Bounty Hunter BJ, the real deal, in the building. Froggy. Ah!
Proof of grind all the time, baby.
Yeah. Cali Finest, baby. Proof of grind all the time. Music money. Got a dollar sign. Hub City. I'm a street nigga, streets fuck with me. I'ma keep pushing products till the feds get me. It's guap off top, diamond Cartier. That nigga Wall won't give a broke bitch the time of day. They see me climbing, they see me shining. That's hard work, proof of grinding. New money got me tipping in that 550. Ali, bad man, and I'm so pretty. I got that tech with me, that's my hater sprayer. Go big, grind now, nigga, play later. What can I say? I'm addicted to this paper stacking, and I don't talk about it, I just make it happen.